Not.
So Robert, tell us what's happening here. You know, we already live. You know,
Oh, we live?
it look like you're going through something right now. You know what I mean? What happened? What's going on?
All right. So what's going on? So basically, we have a client right now, right?
We got Candy here too. I'm just gonna leave it right here.
Okay, don't hit me. So, don't get so loose.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, we live with it. We have a client, right? And basically, the job was a referral job. I'm helping a friend out, and my fault, because you already offered, so now I gotta take. I knew it.
What, the yellow ones?
All of them, they just be mad hard.
Pause.
Look. Fuck you. Something to snack on. Alright, so but we got a client, referral job. Less than 24 hours of confirmation. The referral was at 3 o'clock, right? Didn't get the confirmation till 9:30 p.m. Right?
Wait, so you didn't what do you mean confirmation? Like you didn't get confirmed for the job?
Mm-hmm. So
Till 9
basically,
p.m.? Was it yesterday or today?
yesterday.
Yesterday.
So yesterday, the job was referred at 3 p.m. Made the phone call, got connected, but we didn't finally lock in until 9:30. And mind you, we had probably 2 phone calls in between 3 to 9:30.
Okay.
Let's start right there. Then we get on the job now. First off, he tells me to come. Well, they tell me to come in early.
They.
Yeah, client tells me to come in early at 12:30 to help set up items.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like part of your job description.
Basically. So I was just like, okay, cool. Then giving me all the details that I need to do within the job. And I'm just saying okay to everything because I'm writing my list down, making sure, I'm getting these bullet points so that way when tomorrow comes, I'm not here asking questions. Mm-hmm. So I did that. He's just like, yeah, okay, cool. That's it. So I'm like, wait, let's talk about your budget now. You feel me? Because this whole conversation, you just talked to me 30 minutes about what to do, how to do it, and, X, Y, Z. But we didn't talk about how much I would be getting for this project.
Fair question.
So that's what I'm saying because my list is going for like 30 items. You feel me? And it's just like, okay, cool. Mind you, it's 2 different type of jobs, photography and videography.
Yeah, I mean, you usually charge different for that, right?
Normally charge different. That's 2 different types of package. If you're booking a videographer, you're booking a videographer. If you're booking a photographer, you're booking a photographer.
Right.
But it's even harder when the person has to do it by himself. So running all these items that he needs to me so cool. So I'm like, what's your budget? A non-profit organization. That's what he told me, and I was just like,
oh, he started getting funny with the numbers? Like
not even that. He was just like, I don't know how you really work, so you tell me. So basically, I started going off the list of items of how I would charge him because, the shots that he needed was like crazy. So I'm just like, I can't charge him for everything he asking for. So I was like, how's the best way I could break it down? So I was like, okay, you want 2 cameras. For each camera, one camera is more expensive than the other, but I was just like, 800 for one camera, 500 for the other one. Photography, probably 300. Edits, probably 300. And, transportation, and, everything else that actually costs to do work for. So I told him, I rounded up a price, and he said, no, I couldn't do it. He said, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't do it. He said, we're a non-profit organization. I don't want to waste your time. I don't have the money for it, X, Y, Z. So I said, you know what? What is the original budget? Because I know you need my service right now, and I want to build a relationship. So one day maybe you will be able to pay that price.
That's smart.
So, told me his budget, and I said, okay, cool. But then he said, this is for just video and, I guess photo, no editing, because a final video has to be edited at the end for a product.
Right.
So that is a separate price itself. So he was just saying 300 is his price for you just coming out to shoot. Cool.
This is for photo and video.
Mm-hmm.
So he charge you 300 for photo and video.
Basically.
Okay.
So I come out now. I do apologize. I was, 20, 30 minutes late. But in my head, not even in my head,
No.
from the description that he told me, he said, come early to help set up. That has nothing to do with me. Feel me? So I feel like I came at an appropriate time, especially because it was confirmed under 24 hours, a last minute booking, no down deposit, and I'm coming at my own risk to get money as a business or as a self-employed person. So when I show, and that's another question, that's another thing he brought up too, the client brought up too on the phone. He said, how do you get paid? Do you get paid by the time you get there? Or do you get paid by, it was two different questions. But
I already feel like there's a lot of funny business going on in there.
And this is all before I even got to the job.
Yeah, because first of all, he's telling you how do you get paid, right? You're contracted for the work, right?
Yes.
So should you? So from what I'm getting from your story is that you gave him a price. He's like, I can't do that. I don't want to waste your time.
Yes.
Right. And so then you was like, oh, I want to work with you. So what's your budget, right? He gave you his budget, and then you was like, I can do that, right?
Okay.
And then he gave you the list of 30 items to do for his budget, right? And then he's asking you, how do you get paid? Or like, do you normally send a contract out after that, or does you wait for them to send a
when
contract?
he asked that question, he was more asking like, as in the time. Like, do I get paid on the time of my arrival, or do I get paid for me just doing the job? I guess my response was me just doing the job. Like, if the project is 600, we plan to get there 4:30, and we start at 5. It's still 600.
Right. Yeah.
I could charge you a late fee. You could, get a discount if I came late. But what's the point? The project still got to get done. I'm not that type of business person.
So you when you walked in here, you was stressing over a phone call. Like, tell me what's going on at this point. Like, this was yesterday, right? So yeah. So what's going on right now?
So yeah, this happened yesterday, right?
Like, his man is still working. He's on the shoot right now.
So this happened yesterday, and we as cameramen and business people have personal lives too. So after work, I deal with my personal life. I wake up and I do it all over again. So this morning, before I even get to start my work job, well, probably on my way to work, actually, I get the call from the client from yesterday, and he's like, yo, I need footage from yesterday, for tonight. And I'm just like, I'm heading out to work right now, to do another job. I'll give it to you tonight when I, get back. So I get to the podcast studio and I get another text like, yo, I need it in 20 minutes. And I'm like, 20 minutes? I'm at the podcast studio. Like,
My fault. Look. Hold on, let me just turn this off. Nah, it's not working to my...
It's all good. So for me, y'all just seen a little trick. If y'all have a podcast, that's how you do it. Or that's how they do it.
Right.
So, Basically, yeah. I'm in this. I'm still on the clock. I just left one job. Now I'm on the podcast job, and I get a text from client yesterday. No deposit, no paperwork, no nothing. Feel me? But very demanding needs. That's what's weird. It's very demanding needs.
So, and I asked you when you came here, I was like, so what are you going to do about it now? He said he needs it in 20 minutes, right? You're contracted for this job. I think a lot of people can learn like something from this. Like right now you're going through like real life, basically.
Yeah.
Like this is like you had a client yesterday, had a job, and now he wants something from yesterday. I'm sure you, if y'all don't know, Robert, he does do a lot of music videos. I'm sure you're very familiar with rappers. As soon as you get off, yo, send me a clip of that.
Yeah,
you've heard that before, right? So at this,
basically
at this point, right, this is happening to you in real time.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I feel like you have a couple of options here. A, you can ignore the client and be like, I'll send it to you when I send it to you, right? He seemed like the type of client that's just going to keep bugging you and like texting you. Like 20 minutes has passed, right? I've dealt with him before. But, so
I ain't put that.
So yeah, you can ignore him and send him it like at your leisure, right? The client, he's gonna be like, man, it's not really what I wanted. Yada yada yada. You're giving a bad relationship now. And to me that sounds like counterintuitive, because at the beginning you gave him a discount because you wanted to you seen the relationship building in the future, right? And so at this I feel like a lot of people have this situation right now. A lot of people go through this. A lot of people are entrepreneurs. So you can ignore the client, or you can rush, stop what you're doing right now, and I don't know where your footage is at or whatever, but you can run to your footage and complete the project, right? Or give them.
Still wouldn't be done in 20 minutes though, so it's still not a fair deal.
It's not, but like you could make an effort.
Yeah, no, most definitely you can make an effort.
Yeah.
It's really a personal decision when it comes to the business.
Yeah.
Now you got to think personally from a business mindset. Like, I'm human too, and for me, if I hired somebody for a job, you got to put yourself in that person's shoes, basically. And I understand how much the client needs the footage. Wait, let's talk about the question. What's the question?
The question is, what would you do, and what would you advise other people to do?
Well, don't ignore the client. Be a human yourself. Put yourself in their position, and think things through and respond in a professional aspect. Like right now, it's really not realistic for me to do the footage, get the footage, get the SD card, go through all the footage I did from 7 hours. Find the best 4 pictures they want, and then send it to them. For me to do that in 20 minutes when I'm outside already doing a job is just not realistic. And maybe if there was more professionalism in the job from beforehand, I would most definitely have delivered the service and my products, because I told the client, listen, I don't do 24-hour turnarounds. This is our first time working.
Oh, this was agreed upon beforehand.
This was agreed upon ahead. This is talked about twice. Maybe twice, I would say. But I was like, yo, listen, as our first time working, I'm already doing a discount for you. I charge for turnaround times, in 24 hours or maybe 48, because that's running into my personal time and other clients that I may be working with. So I have to charge now for a rush fee, because now that's buying into other people's time. So that was spoken about, and now you running me down still for. So it's just not possible.
To me, that felt like that's you agreeing to pay the rush fee. So like at the end, I just include the rush fee in the invoice.
That's another thing too, because back to what I was saying, when video was only being paid for, video and photo. So if you think about it, 150 for 7 hours is kind of crazy. But how I looked at it, it was, if you think about it in a more positive way, divide 300 to 7 hours, that's about $48 per hour. A lot of people is not working that. in a regular job.
Right.
So I had a W for the day. You know, I could probably put $100 in the stocks, invest it somewhere, start a business. You know, it's getting me closer to the end goal. So
Right.
I most definitely looked at it as a positive thing. You know, getting $300, I guess. But there was no more price talked about. You know, money was never discussed after the $300.
Right. So
And the rush service and
So
the
so it,
editing.
so somebody else going through this situation, right?
Mhm.
You have the relationship. The relationship to save the relationship. What would you do? You would like rush get the guy's photos you want, yada yada yada,
Yes.
right? That's if you cared about the relationship.
Yes, if you cared about the relationship, you know. Are you asking what I would do or what?
I'm asking. I'm asking what advice you would give to somebody else in the same situation. In that situation right there.
If you care about the relationship, do what you gotta do and get that footage. Like me, they had called beforehand. I could have, you know, been late to my new job today. Left a bad impression with them for being, you know, super late, and got them the footage and impressed them, and potentially lost a new client today.
I felt like it was like a win lose or a lose win scenario. You know, like somebody loses, and that's your other client from yesterday or the new client today.
Well, and if you look at it that way, I don't think you really lose. If you lose a bad client because this client didn't come with no money. They give you headaches. There's no paperwork.
Right.
And it's very demanding.
True.
But you have a new client. You know, you enjoyed what they did. It's a good salary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you actually enjoy being there. Not that it's not that you didn't enjoy being there, because the client you was working with wasn't so demanding, and you had a better relationship. You like the time being there was better.
Okay. Well, everybody, we got Robert Russell in the studio today.
Word.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yo, for people who don't know you, right? Just tell them a little bit about what you do. You know, like who you are, like where you operate at. Like,
So,
give us a little rundown.
don't operate anywhere at the moment. You know, feel me? I'm based online.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an online business, but I do offer my services and products, which is, you know, videos and photos for businesses, brands, and influencers. I help build your brand and tell your story through content.
Okay.
Also have my brand right here, Flourishing Livelihood.
Oh yeah, I seen that when you came in. Like, is that what is that? What does that mean?
It's basically a brand, you know, about growth, living, happiness, enjoying life, being who you are, you know, overcoming obstacles every day, you know, entrepreneurs, people like me.
Okay, no doubt. That was
Still building a storyline, but the merch is here.
okay.
And if you could relate, if you like the design, you could dig it. Feel me?
Okay.
It's in the bio.
Okay. So it's a brand for you say you're still developing it. Okay, no doubt. So, Robert, glad I got you in here. Or T-Law, what should I call you?
You know what's crazy?
He go by directed by T-Law on IG.
That's a whole nother topic we could talk about, which is branding yourself. I've done branding myself for so many names. I have about
Right. So what should I call you? I know you.
You know me as Robert.
I know your government.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what you called me, and I was just having a conversation with, you know, somebody from the block about how you address people, and that's basically how you meet them. If you know celebrities, if you're a fan, you're gonna address them by a celebrity name, but somebody who's within their circle is gonna maybe have a nickname for them, call them by their government,
Right.
you know, not their celebrity name, because then they're gonna be like, you didn't meet me like that. Why you calling me your celebrity name?
What you mean, like if I knew Uzi, I'd be like Samir. Samir. Okay.
Example. Today on the job, when your government name was called, but they didn't know.
That's
because
funny.
the name you built Django for yourself.
Right.
So that's who they address you as.
Yes.
So
I even get called Mr. Django now. It's cute.
because that's who they address you as, and there's a respect level to it. Because me personally, when he said that, I was just like, I don't care if there's a Mister behind it, but we're adults and they're, children. So it's all a respect thing.
I think that was funny too because you also know my real name, so it was
Exactly.
like they don't know that. They was like, "What kind of name is Anthony?"
Yeah. It's the name you built for yourself. So I was just like, yo, and I never really cared to build my government name.
Okay.
But I guess this is the stage now where, in entrepreneurship and being a business person, what are you hiding? People have to know the real you.
Mm-hmm.
People have to know the real you.
I still feel like you didn't answer the question.
What's the question? I'm sorry.
What should we call you?
Oh, Robert.
Robert.
Yeah, my name is Robert.
Okay, his name is Robert. Okay, so T-Lord is like the alias or like the director name.
T-Lord is the name I built for myself.
Okay.
The Life of Robert.
Life of Robert. Okay.
That's what it stands for.
Got you.
Word.
So tell me how's the music video business going? Like I feel like you was really like in the scene for a little bit, like recording rappers.
Yeah.
You even got a lot of artists that I wanted to work with, like high key, like.
Oh.
You worked with Devi or something like that. Yeah, I've been.
We'll definitely still do something with that because that's definitely be an in-house project.
Yeah, but he be dodging me like crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna post this clip and we're gonna shoot a music video after because now we gotta lock it in. Word. Cause he owe me one too. He know that.
Okay.
He owe me one too. So.
But like how?
We'll do a big project on that one and go viral for Queens. Word.
Hey man, if you're out there, come on,
Let's
man.
work. 2 directors. We here with the studio. We got all the equipment. It's beautiful lighting, professionalism. Let's do it.
Right. So how's the
Music videos.
Music video, yeah.
So I've been doing music videos for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It died down. It died down.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Reason why it died down, I didn't really care to do music videos no more. I ain't gonna hold you. I just started living life. I just really started living life. I wasn't posting for clients. I wasn't looking to do work with nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I was just taking in gigs as they come. So based on that, my clientele died down. But what I can say is I did build relationships throughout these music videos, and I still work with these clients. I have multiple clients that, I've done 3 to maybe 10 music videos with, maybe throughout the span, or every time, maybe once a year they'll hit me up and say, yo, I need a music video.
Once
a year. But the fact that they still come to me, they see all these music video people, right? All these artists, all these directors, all these edits, right? But they still come to this one videographer, right? To do the same music video. They don't care.
I got a question about that. Do you think like your work died down because you stopped like putting you say you stopped caring eventually, but what about the artists themselves? Do you feel like a lot of these artists are like pop up and like one music video type of people, or like like how do you feel about the artists themselves?
That too. Artists do pop up, but the thing is, and the problem is, they jump into the industry not knowing what they're doing. They don't have no help. There's no guidance to it, right? So that's why it's funny. I just stopped doing music videos, but behind the scenes, I am working on helping artists promote themselves in a more professional way, help them do visuals,
Right.
get them an actual career, make them get paid for their money.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, we are as all creators, There's money everywhere, bro. There's so much money to get, but you just gotta be knowledgeable about it. And once you learn that knowledge, you could take that knowledge and multiply it and have freedom.
What do you feel like your worst experience was while working with music videos? Because I hear that a lot of music video directors, they be like, yeah, I'm just tired of it. Like, maybe it's I don't know, organization.
I could say miscommunication led to a very bad relationship, or a gun going off in a music video. or a ops
No.
running down in the spot, and ops is like,
Cops?
no,
Oh,
like, other gang members running down in the spot with a gun.
that's crazy.
Yeah. During the music video shoot, like live, like say somebody busted through the door right now, like it was like that type of situation.
I mean, I feel like in those type of scenarios, the artist is like, yeah, don't stop recording. Like,
All right, so
like tell us what happened.
it depends the level of badness it is, cause some shit really be getting out of hand, and they be like, yo, record that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll record it because I low key like this shit. This should be like energetic, but then, it's dead crazy. The day the gun went off in the music video, in my head, I was like, yo, it was red guns, shiny guns, extendos. I was just fascinated by the different type of guns I'm around. And I've been to a gun range, so it doesn't like scare me to be, around it, even though.
These are all real guns. They're real guns.
Yes. Cold, real guns. Feel me? But yeah, moral of the story. I was just so fascinated, but in my head, I'm just like, yo, you a little bit too hype about the fact that, you have something that could kill you in a split second so close to you. So that's when I started like recapping in my head, like, all right, relax, get this quick B-roll. Feel me? You don't have to have the guns out the whole time. This is what I tell artists all the time, because it's like, yo, catch this, catch that. No, feel me? Once I catch, a good, nice B-roll, a good minute or so, because B-roll in the music video is only going to be like 5 to 2 seconds. So if once I catch, at least a minute or two of B-roll, I don't need no more footage. Feel me? So I caught it. I got myself away from the guns, right?
Right.
Doing a performance scene, say like the closet is right here, right? We in the closet doing a performance scene. I set up the lighting. I didn't even get to do it. I just started setting up, and like we was just about to start. They over there doing whatever. All you hear is a pop, and I'm just like
you ain't dug down. You're running around.
I thought it was a balloon.
A balloon?
Like it sounded like a balloon. But it was a gun, and I was just like, oh shit, nobody got hurt.
Okay.
God forbid, like, what the fuck, like. And I always tell them, when I'm shooting, put your shit on safety. Take the clip out, take one out the head, do what you gotta do. I don't, feel me? And I've been doing that before.
Before that happened?
Before that even happened.
Okay.
So we wasn't even, that was on some downtime, niggas being stupid. So that was probably my worst experience. And even after that happened, I still wasn't as shook. Like.
You think that because you brought up in, like, you used to it?
That was the one and only time it ever happened.
Okay.
I think I was just really over it, trying to finish the job. And I think collect the rest of my bread. Because I didn't come here for no reason. Like, if I'm still here, I'm living, let's do this last scene and get out of here. Feel me? That wasn't supposed to happen. I know shit happens, but now I'm completely over it. Like,
I feel that.
I kept it professional. And even if I came off a little disrespectful or, with bad energy after that, a gun just fucking went off in the middle of a music video. That could have been anybody's life. Like,
nah, I wouldn't work with people like that again. Keep it a buck with you. Man, it's crazy. All right, so you got something else to say about that?
Can I answer the question?
Yeah. Answer the question. I mean, I feel like a gun going off while you're on the shoot. You heard about that lady who died on the set? I think it was some famous actor or something like that.
I feel like a lot of people had bad accidents and died on set, especially Hollywood people.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Like, you said it's not worth it, right?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like if you'd have lost your life at that video shoot, you'd have been dead and been like, dang, that whatever amount of money was getting paid is not worth my life.
funny. This is a story time. This shit was probably one of my most scariest moments. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was scared. I was scared, my nigga. I was scared. After the video shoot, this is not even at the video shoot. This is after the shit, right? And this is in the Bronx. You know, summertime. You know, drill rapping is just getting lit. This has nothing to do with nothing though. It's just the neighborhood I was around. I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to get home. Home. That's all I want to go. I run into a fucking, not a track meet. What you call the car meet? I run into a car meet. And this shit is like a whole bridge, bro. A bridge of car meet. I'm stuck in this shit for a good up hour, right? But I'm like, I'm barely moving. Like, I parked my car for 5 minutes, and then we moved for like 1 foot. So I'm doing this for like a good hour and a half. I just finished a music video. I'm mad tired. I just want to go home. Niggas is drunk. Apparently the nigga felt like I hit him with my car, whatever the case was. So he just started going off. So we in traffic, bumper to bumper. I can't back up, I can't move. So now he's mad at me. He's with a group of friends too. Nobody's bugging but him. Feel me? So he's mad. He comes to my window. He's knocking on the glass. So I fake cracked it. I peeped like he was angry a little. So feel me? I'm being smart. I'm being cautious. So I just cracked it to hear him out. And he like, yo, what's up with you? You wanna fight? You wanna fight? And I'm just like, oh, fuck no. Crack my shit back up. I was like, I do not got the time for this shit.
You know, where you was still in traffic, so you couldn't drive anywhere.
Couldn't drive nowhere. I'm parked up, bro.
Oh.
Feel me? This is off the little move I could have made. Feel me? In traffic. I'm bound bumper to bumper. So any move I'm taking, I'm moving. And there's people just enjoying the car meet. So I'm just like, hey, cool. Feel me? It's giving like we in the country of an island. You know, like, you ever see India and like everything is just moving in all different types of directions. People just walking and nobody's not doing nothing, but it's just like every man for themselves.
Right.
So it was like that type of situation. But he was just mad, basically banging on my glass, trying to break my shit. He was very angry. So now he's telling his friends in Spanish now I can't understand. And it's, you know, a Spanish car meet. So it's just like a neighborhood now. I'm in their community. So he's telling his people like, yo, this car is. That's almost like, oh my God. He's telling his people about me. Like, and more than likely he's telling his people that I did something bad to him. And then he's trying to amp his people up to all can't come at me.
Right.
So think about it as a concert now. Think about a car driving through a concert. All these people gonna trample. I'm thinking crazy shit in my head. Like, all these niggas is gonna machete my shit, poke my tires. I'm not gonna be able to move. Like, I'm just thinking the worst. Moral of the story, get through the traffic. Oh yeah, he spit on my shit too.
Our car?
Yeah. He spit on my windshield. He spit on my windshield. That shit right there was like, oh nah.
I feel like that's disrespect.
I felt that shit. Even though it didn't touch me, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? That happened. And then I was just like, nah, I gotta go home. Like, I just want to make it home. I didn't say nothing.
But how was that the scariest time in your life? The knocking on the window?
He was angry, bro. I was in somebody else's community that I had no, I'm defenseless.
Got you.
Feel me? No matter what I did, I could have went outside and fought him one-on-one and still lost the battle. I could have stayed in my car, lost the battle.
Oh, basically you couldn't win. You couldn't win in that scenario.
And I would have got hurt bad. Probably would have died, and then nothing could have happened to me. They could have tossed me over the bridge if they fucking wanted to. We was in the Bronx, like we was by the highway bridge.
Oh, okay. That's
So
a lose-lose scenario.
It was very much a lose-lose scenario. So it was a very much think smart scenario. So get through the traffic. They still didn't stop. When the traffic started, the police started coming out and started clearing up the traffic. So now, by the time I'm trying to clear up the traffic, I started the little 5 miles per hour I get. This nigga started chasing me. He started chasing the car. So that's where I just busted a Yui and went the other way. No matter of fact, before he chased the car, he was in a corner. He was watching me, waiting for me to like pull off to do something.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the corner like doing this, hiding something like I don't know what he was about to grab or do, whatever the case is. Feel me? But by the time I was watching him, I was thinking smart. I was like, I'm not gonna move until I have a clear goal and like 2 shots, whatever. It was 2 shots. I had to back up, spin out, and go. I ended up hitting somebody else's car, but I didn't care. Feel me? I was out. Feel me? It was a light tap, but the bitch she went as soon as I moved. So it is what it is. We was in a tight ass situation.
Yeah.
Shit happened. I ended up being safe, feel me? But he ended up chasing the car too by the time. Yeah, so I don't know what he was trying to do, but it was a very scary situation. Being in somebody else's community, it's not selfless, defenseless. And, this is all coming from work.
Work meaning your video job.
My video job.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with all the with all the negatives and with all the like stuff that you don't like about it, is this like somebody wanted to be like you, right? I want to do what Robert, right?
Yeah. Nah, it's goofy. That's really my government name.
I gotta ask because
that's my government name, Robert.
They don't call you T-Law on the street, right? All right, so if
they do.
They do.
They do.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole nother conversation too. How you brand yourself.
Okay.
How you brand yourself. I branded myself as T-Lord during the music video phase.
Right.
And directed by T-Lord to be exact. You could Google it. You could YouTube it. TikTok, Instagram, hashtag. I built different types of branding.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I just gotta change memory card on this.
Oh. Let me see. Take a snack break. You can see because it's blinking?
Yeah.
You do this as one episode? What do you mean if I'm working tomorrow? I won't be able to do it.
Dang. Okay, this memory card's not like that. Just wrap it up there.
How much time we got?
You got 3 minutes.
Oh shit.
Alright. So, T-Lore, Robert, thanks for coming in. If you had some words of wisdom to give to somebody who wanted to be just like you, right? I want to do what Robert does. What would you give them?
Stay true to yourself.
Stay true. Okay.
Oh, I feel like that's pretty basic.
That is very very basic.
Stay true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Think twice before you do anything.
Okay.
Find your purpose in life. Once you find your purpose, motivation is gonna come easy behind it. There is not gonna be much. Let me show you the table. Oh, shit. There's not gonna be much motivation behind it. As in, like,
Okay.
for you, skating. You love skating, so whenever it's nice outside and you have the time, you're gonna skate. Feel me? There's no ifs, needs, or buts behind it. And because you love it so much, you built a brand behind it. So now you could promote this brand that you love so much for free and get revenue behind it. And you turned it into a business.
Mm.
So that's advice for anybody like me. I like their cameras I found the passion for cameras, and not exactly cameras, but photography and creating.
Creating, okay.
And I took that passion and I ran with it. And because also, next will be your niche. Find a niche, you're comfortable with that. That's after your passion. What's your niche? Your niche is your community. What is your field of work? Once you find that, everything is just gonna flow easily. From there, it just keeps going.
Copy.
Like me, I had a couple. Like music videos was one of them. And just creating content, me being me. That's what makes you stand out. So
Okay. There you got it.
combine all those three things. Maybe I may have said it backwards, but
they work in any order. That's what you're saying.
basically,
Okay.
there's a balance and a cycle of life. Still studying that, but
Okay.
look into that.
All right, man. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate you. I know you got some work to do. I see you've been hitting you up during the interview, so.
No,